Liverpool and Chelsea are both interested in signing Benfica's promising midfielder, Joao Neves, at the end of the season. The 19-year-old is highly regarded in Europe and has also been linked with Manchester United. Jogo via Sportwitness reports that Neves has a €120 million release clause in his contract. Both Liverpool and Chelsea are now said to be in the running for his signature. However, Benfica is keen on retaining Neves and hopes to offer him a new deal with an increased release clause of €150 million. Liverpool in particular are in need of a quality central midfielder, with Thiago Alcantara set to leave as a free agent. While Neves would bring creativity, composure, and technical ability to the team, the asking price may prove too high for Liverpool and Chelsea, who have other transfer priorities. Real Madrid is unveiling another young talent, Endrick. Endrick recently scored for Brazil at Wembley and Santiago Bernabeu, impressing scouts. Barcelona is leading the race to sign him, although they face competition from Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Paris Saint-Germain. The player himself has expressed a preference for Barcelona, stating that playing for them is his biggest dream. Being compared to Neymar may add pressure, but joining other young talents at the club could help him settle in. Barcelona has a history of successful Brazilian signings, including Romario, Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Neymar. However, the football landscape can change quickly, and Joan Laporta, Barcelona's president, hopes for a brighter future by 2025. Sporting CP striker Viktor Gyokeres is rumored to be leaving the club at the end of the season. Chelsea has shown interest in the player and has been closely monitoring his performances. It is expected that Chelsea will make a move for Gyokeres, but Sporting CP will demand a fee of around £68.5 million. However, Chelsea is facing financial difficulties, and there are rumours of them selling key players to balance their finances. The Swedish international has been in excellent form, scoring 37 goals and providing 14 assists in all competitions this season. Although Gyokeres would be tempted to join a top club like Chelsea, the high asking price could complicate matters. Arsenal is also interested in signing the striker and may be in a better financial position to secure the deal. Chelsea is currently struggling and aiming to finish as high as possible in the table. Chelsea are interested in signing Brazilian goalkeeper Bento from Atletico Paranaense. Inter Milan is also keen on the player, and both clubs will compete for his signature. Bento has a £13 million release clause in his contract, which Chelsea can easily afford. The Blues signed Robert Sanchez last summer but are looking to strengthen the goalkeeping department further. Bento, who is only 24 years old, would be attracted to the opportunity of playing in the Premier League and joining a big club like Chelsea. He has potential to improve with coaching and experience, potentially becoming a key player for the club in the future. Inter Milan is also an exciting option for Bento, as they are looking for a long-term replacement for Jan Sommer. While Inter Milan is in a strong position for Champions League qualification, Chelsea may not qualify for European competitions. It remains to be seen if Chelsea can convince Bento to choose them despite the lack of European football. Brazilian youngster Estevao Willian, also known as Messinho, is attracting interest from Chelsea and Barcelona. Chelsea have been working on signing the 16-year-old since October and hope to finalize the deal soon. However, Barcelona is also in talks with the player's representatives and is increasingly optimistic about stealing him away from Chelsea. Willian is highly regarded in South America and has a £51 million release clause in his contract. It remains to be seen if Chelsea is willing to trigger that clause, considering their financial difficulties and compliance with Premier League regulations. Barcelona, too, is unlikely to spend such a high amount on a 16-year-old. It will depend on whether Palmeiras, Willian's current club, is willing to lower their asking price. Both Chelsea and Barcelona have a track record of developing young players and could help the talented attacker reach his potential. Bayern Munich left-back Alphonso Davies is currently facing a tense situation at the club regarding his future. According to transfer news expert Fabrizio Romano, Davies has not yet made a decision or communicated with Bayern, but there is a possibility that he could leave the club. Real Madrid is reportedly interested in signing the Canadian international, but they are only willing to pay the right price. Davies is also waiting to see who will be Bayern's next manager before making a decision. Journalist Ben Jacobs has linked Davies to a possible move to Chelsea, which could make them interested in monitoring the situation. Romano has not mentioned Chelsea specifically, but he has stated that Real Madrid does not want to pay an excessive amount for the 23-year-old. Bayern and Davies are finding it difficult to agree on a new deal, but there has been no formal communication yet. It remains to be seen if Chelsea will enter the race for Davies, who would be an upgrade for their left-back position. Chelsea manager unsure if Reece James will play again this season. James has been plagued by injuries and has made only 8 league appearances. He underwent surgery for a hamstring injury in December and has not yet returned. Manager Pochettino stated that he does not know when James will be available and that his availability will be assessed on a weekly basis. Chelsea have struggled without James, currently sitting 11th in the Premier League table. The club has had the worst injury record in the league, with new signings like Romeo Lavia playing in only one game before getting injured. With only 11 games left in the season and qualification for European football in question, Chelsea's focus may shift to the FA Cup. They recently won a dramatic quarter-final match against Leicester City and now face the challenge of playing Manchester City at the Etihad, although they have remained unbeaten against them this season. Former Chelsea player Joe Cole disagrees with Xabi Alonso's decision to turn down the opportunity to manage Liverpool. Alonso, currently the manager of Bayer Leverkusen, has established himself as a highly talented and sought-after coach. With his team comfortably leading the Bundesliga by 10 points, it is likely that Alonso will secure his first major title as a manager, and the Europa League is also within reach. Following Jurgen Klopp's announcement that he would be leaving Liverpool, Alonso was linked to the vacant position. However, he rejected the move, stating that he intends to stay in Germany for another season to further develop as a coach. Cole criticized Alonso's choice, expressing his belief that circumstances can change rapidly. With Alonso out of the running, attention has shifted to Sporting Lisbon coach Ruben Amorim as a potential candidate. Despite these developments, Liverpool fans remain hopeful for a successful end to the season, with the possibility of a treble within reach. Chelsea manager, Mauricio Pochettino, expressed his dissatisfaction with his team's performance following their 2-2 draw with Burnley. The result leaves Chelsea in 11th place in the Premier League table and in the bottom half. The game started well for Chelsea, with Mykhailo Mudryk being brought down in the box, leading to a penalty and a red card for Burnley's Lorenzo Signon. Cole Palmer calmly converted the penalty, giving Chelsea a lead at half-time. However, Josh Cullen quickly equalized for Burnley with a spectacular strike right after the restart. Cole Palmer put Chelsea back in front, but Dara O'Shea leveled the score from a corner soon after. Despite picking up a point, Pochettino was disappointed with his team's performance, stating that they lacked energy and the minimum effort required to compete in the Premier League. Chelsea now need to bounce back from this frustrating result as they prepare for a clash against Manchester United. Chelsea are planning to sell Reece James and Conor Gallagher at the end of the season to raise funds. The club needs to generate over £100 million to avoid breaching the Premier League's financial rules. Both James and Gallagher have been key players for Chelsea, and the departures will weaken the squad. Gallagher has been a regular starter and captain under Mauricio Pochettino, while James is considered one of Europe's best right-backs. Chelsea fans will be disappointed if the homegrown talents leave, but the club's financial situation leaves them with no choice. It remains to be seen where James and Gallagher will end up, but there will likely be plenty of interest in their services. Chelsea had a disappointing season last year and are on track for a similar finish this season. Losing James and Gallagher will further worsen their situation as they are unlikely to have the funds to adequately replace them. Thanks for watching. If you like and want to hear more Chelsea news, click playlist at the end of this video.